So far we have ignored bit over spread in calculating cross rate. The same rule apply. Divide by the base rate for currencies in the same term and multiply the rates for those in different terms. But now you have to figure out when to use the bit and when to use the over of the first two currencies to create bit over of the cross. Example, imagine that you are the market maker and you want to derive the cross rate market for Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So we have this bit for dollar and over for dollar. We have first the dollar yen, second is dollar Swiss. Assume this one is 125, 1.5026, and this is 125.09, 1.5031. First, always determine the base of the new cross. In this cross, the Swiss franc is the base, and the yen is the term. So the base is the term. Now work with what you know. Since Swiss franc is the base, you know that the currency being traded is Swiss franc. So the bid and offer of the cross are for Swiss franc. You also know that the value of Swiss franc and Japanese yen relative to the dollar. You will use this information to derive the value of the Swiss franc in terms of the Japanese yen. To get the bid side of the cross, buy the base and sell the terms of the cross. So, bid cross with buy the base, sell the terms. To get Japanese yen per Swiss franc bid, meaning buy the Swiss franc and sell Jap. So first, buy Swiss franc. As the market maker dealing in base currency, to buy Swiss franc you sell dollars on your over at this 1.5031. So you buy Swiss franc, sell dollars at 1.5031. Second, sell Japanese yen. Again, as the trader, when selling Japanese yen, you buy dollars on your bid. So we buy dollars at 125.06. Three, you want to know the value of 1 Swiss franc in terms of Japanese yen. Since Swiss franc and Japanese yen are both in European terms, you divide the base of the cross into the terms of the cross to get the cross rate, which is Swiss franc expressed in terms of Japanese yen. So the bid for Japanese yen Swiss franc is gonna be sell terms, which is Japanese yen, buy US dollar, and then buy base sell US dollar. So it will be 125.6 divided by 1 point. Because sell Japanese yen and buy US dollar is this one. While buy Swiss franc and sell US dollar is this one. See, this is the point of view of market maker. The answer is 83.2013 yen per Swiss franc bid. Next, to get the offer side of the cross, sell the base. So this is the offer side. Sell the base and buy the terms. So first, sell Swiss franc. From your perspective, you buy USD on your bid. So we buy USD at this one. $25.09. Oh, sorry. No. The bid is no, not this one. This one. Yes, this is the bid on US dollar from our point of view, 1.5026. Second, we buy Japanese yen. So, to buy Japanese yen, you sell US dollar on the offer of 12509. This one. Then you want to know the value of 1 Swiss franc in terms of Japanese yen. So the offer for Japanese yen, Swiss franc will be buy yen sell US dollar divided by sell Swiss franc by US dollar. So this will be 25.09 or equal to 83. Offer. To simplify, always remember what to do with the base currency of the cross. Then do the opposite with the terms currency. Such as if we're talking about bid, meaning buy base of the cross against the dollar. While offer sell base of the cross against the dollar. Another way to simplify is to think of presenting the bid as spread in the most favorable terms for the market maker. This is done by making the spread as wide as possible. So if you are calculating a spread of currencies on the same terms, i.e. dividing, you would make the widest spread by dividing the larger number by the smaller number and the smaller number by the larger number. Doing so minimizes the bit and maximizes the over. Minimizes the bit and maximizes the over. In our example, this is done by dividing 225.06 by 1.5031, so this, and 225.09 by 1.5026, this one. Similarly, for currencies on different terms, where one multiplies the currencies to get the cross rate, one minimizes the bit by multiplying both of the smaller numbers against each other and both of the larger numbers against each other. We will see this in the next lesson.